I'd now like to introduce Caroline Baldwin, Chairman of the Judges, to come up on the stage and announce the IPA CPD Gold accredited agencies. Caroline, do you want to come up? Yes. Oh, you're here. Good.
So good afternoon, everybody. I'm delighted to be here today to present the 7th year of the IPA Gold CPD Awards. The idea of continually educating and improving oneself is hardly a new one. Over 2,400 years ago, a Greek gentleman named Socrates said that education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. And he took up music and dance just a few short years before he died. More recently, Einstein noted that intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. On a business level, the importance of investing in your people so they continually learn and grow has never been greater. Continuous professional development is proven to enhance business performance, to drive greater client retention, deliver healthier margin and profitability rates, as well as drive higher pitch conversion rates, all of which I'm sure Patrick will be happy to explain in more detail. And from a client perspective, CPD is something that we don't just value, but expect from our agencies. The more our agencies invest in the development of their people, the better the work and the ideas that they generate, which in turn means not just stronger businesses for the agencies, but stronger businesses and better results for us. It's been very impressive to see the leaps and bounds that have been made in the advertising industry over the years in terms of the number of professional qualifications that are now available, and I applaud the IPA for all the work they have done in raising the standards of this wonderful profession. Indeed, clients are increasingly looking for evidence that their agencies invest in upskilling their people, so qualifications such as CPD should be a point for agencies to reference in pitches in RFPs. As a client, I've been extremely impressed by the robustness of the programs the IPA is doing with its agencies, and this has been brought to life by the entries that we received this year. I'd like to share some observations from myself and my fellow judges about these entries. Overall, the quality of the submissions has been at its best ever. This year, no less than 29 agencies received the Gold accreditation, which is the highest number ever, and that is with the overall number of levels of entries staying the same. So it's great to see the bar being raised again, and definitely something that you should all feel collectively proud of. As one of my fellow judges remarked, I feel the overall quality is improving as we tend not to get the gigantic great howlers anymore. And for this, I feel Gwyn, Matt, Patrick, and their team of helpers must take enormous credit. I'd like to highlight 4 things that the best submissions did consistently well. Firstly, when it was evident that the CPD culture is embraced holistically from the top down and as a philosophy for the whole agency and is made available for every person regardless of their title or tenure. In the submissions that stood out for us, it was clear that senior management were working hand in hand with HR to imbue this throughout the agency, rather than delegating it to HR as a checkbox. Secondly, when the entries started out with very clear business goals and demonstrated how CPD is the catalyst to bring those goals to life, rather than starting with CPD as a target in and of itself. Then what we saw was, rather than a string of CPD tactics, that they added up to a much broader and more compelling story. Thirdly, I'd like to make a point about metrics. This year, we enjoyed a handful of outstanding entries that have really embraced the feedback we've been giving regarding the importance of including hard, relevant metrics. The best ones dedicated a whole section to analysing their metrics, even including return on investment calculations. It was clear that their confidence to articulate the benefits they've enjoyed was high because they understand what a CPD culture is meant to do for their business. They know what to look for and they know how to measure it. That said, overall, the inclusion of relevant metrics is noticeably the weak point that we did feel overall amongst the submissions, and it's definitely something that we are looking to see improvements on for next year. Fourthly, when the submissions were brought to life with engaging and creative storytelling. As clients, we need our agencies to be able to speak our language and to understand our business, but we are not looking for replicas of ourselves. We are looking to you, as our agencies, to bring that elusive spark of creativity and the fine-honed media analysis and planning that we simply can't do ourselves. We need your right brain brilliance. The submissions that contained a powerful CPD case and presented it with creative and engaging storytelling stood head and shoulders above the rest and were a joy to read. In closing, I'd like to thank the IPA for inviting me to be the chair of this year's CPD Awards. I've very much enjoyed it. Thank you in particular to Gwyn, I'm not quite sure where she is, for her amazing and tireless efforts for championing the CPD cause. Thank you to all my fellow judges for all the feisty and passionate debate. And most of all, thank you to all of you for the incredible headway you have made in CPD and in recording it for us. I'd now like to welcome Ian Priest back onto the stage to join me in presenting the certificates to the successful Gold Award-winning agencies, and also Patrick Mills, the Director of Professional Development at the IPA, to announce the list of winners.
We're going to go over here.
Please welcome to the stage to collect their certificates, 23 Red. Abbott Mead Vickers, BBDO. Cara. DLKW Low. FCB Inferno. Generation Media. Havas Media Group. Hunter Lodge Advertising. iProspect. J. Walter Thompson. J. Walter Thompson? No. Okay, I'll take that one away. J. Walter Thompson, Karmarama. M2M. Manning Gottlieb OMD. Material. We're nearly done. MBA. We're halfway through. McGarry Bowen. McCann Manchester. MEC London. Mediacom. OMD. PhD Media. Poster Scope. Starcom MediaVest Group. Total Media. Total Media. VCCP. I don't know. Visium. One more. And Woolly Pau Jaro. Unfortunately, Mediacom Edinburgh and the 7 Stars couldn't make it today, but we will be awarding their certificates at a later date. Thank you very much.